It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Panthers and the Texans, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And when you watch Corral play, you have to be impressed with just how fearless he is in any situation. Excellent in the pocket, accurate, ball gets out of his hands quickly. He also can break out and create big plays as well, often with his legs. A tough runner, a tough leader. This guy has big-time potential.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Switching it up, Corral will throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Play action, Corral. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 50 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up a shot.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this third down territory? Might he go for it?
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down at 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early, so a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man, but he was entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the 1st round of the 2021 draft.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
On 2nd and 10, Mills. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Again, once more. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. He'll try again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Brown. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Corral on second down. Past the 20. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw, Corral. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Houston set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Mills on 3rd and 2. There again is Cooks, complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Going across the field, he connects with Mechie. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. 3rd and short yardage, Mills. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From just shy of midfield, Mills. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Mills to throw it. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going. Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And we'll...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Pierce now up the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mills. Cooks on the quick slant. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Play fake, Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mills. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their own 27. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. McCaffrey on the toss right. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the wrong field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Corral will throw it. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Corral with it. 1st down here. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. To the air again. Here's Corral. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Corral throwing for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans. At their own 25-yard line. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Right side complete to Mechie. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Down to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mills. And he floats one there, incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mills. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll go with Jones, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Here's Corral. He's going to look deep for more. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
He gets it to Cooks. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, Mills eluding the pressure right. And this one too low.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, it's Mills. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Mills on 3rd and 2. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. A 1st down throw for Mills. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston 1st. Mills now. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. 30, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Corral throwing for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Houston set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. After the pick 6 a moment ago, here's Mills again. He gets this one to Mechie. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 2nd down and 3. Mills to throw it. And that's complete to Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mills on 1st down. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Mills to the air again. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Corral on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Shoves him aside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, Do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Corral looking to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Carolina, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.